This is Ryan Elliott for Boxing Social in association with Bedford. We're in Las Vegas, slightly to be joined by Semper Fi, Jamel Herring. Jamel, before we get down to boxing talk, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing good, man. I'm just happy to be here. Even more happy with the fact that I can be a spectator and not a fighter. So it's always great to be a fight fan.
With yourself, you won the world title last year, defended it as well. Congratulations, by the way. Physically and mentally, how good are you feeling going into 2020 on the back of a productive year?
Oh, I feel great. I feel great, especially, just going in the new year with my title intact still and potentially, getting into bigger fights this year. Of course, I'm going to feel like at my best.
I've just seen you stood here singing happy birthday to Carl Frampton. It's a fight we do expect. What is the latest with regards to that fight, Jamel?
We're just basically waiting for the contracts to be signed. Written up and signed. For the most part, we've all seen it on social media. Carl wants to fight. I want to fight. No one's making any excuses. Me being the world champion, I'm willing to travel overseas, even come to Carl Frampton's backyard and handle business. So, yeah, like I said, the fight is pretty much a done deal. We just need to get that right offer, I guess, and get some paperwork signed.
I think it says a lot about the quality of the matchup, the fact that you guys have shown so much respect to each other. You don't need to trash talk or try and sell this fight at all.
Not at all. I believe, like my thing is, when a lot of guys do a lot of trash talking, it's for them to sell the fight. As you know, over the last just couple of months after he made his super featherweight debut, people have been asking for the fight. They want to see the fight. So there's no need for us to go out of our character to try to sell the fight. You know what I mean? And get ugly and nasty about it. So there's no need for none of that.
Carl has tried to get many a fighter over there to Windsor Park. I know he really wanted Leo Santa Cruz to go out there. That never really looked like happening, though. What does it say about your mindset and your attitude, the fact as the champion, you're willing to go out there, any place, anytime, anybody?
It just says that I'm the people's champion. Plain simple, because even though I'm the champion, I'm willing to go travel anywhere that people want to see me fight. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter that I'm not picky. I'm not a diva. I don't get into all that. But like I said, if people want to see me go to Belfast, I'm going to Belfast.
Now, Jamel, you've been very vocal and very brave in opening up on issues like depression, PTSD, and you've obviously lost loved ones as well. You've spoken of boxing in the past as being therapeutic for you. How much of a release has boxing been, and how much of a release does it remain for you to stay mentally healthy?
Oh, yeah, very, very. Boxing plays a huge role in my life. I believe boxing saved my life at one point in time, to be honest with you. But like I said, it gives me a platform such as now, just to share my story, a bit of my story, and maybe touch others to do well with their lives. It doesn't have to be boxing, but just I just want people to do the best that they possibly can do with whatever they want to do. And boxing has given me that platform to reach out to many people and touch a lot of lives. So that's why I give a lot of respect to what I do, and I take it seriously.
Has it been a conscious effort for you, particularly since you became champion, to be that role model for the younger generation?
I feel like I always been that role model before I won the belt. I think the title just put me on, like I said, on a bigger platform to get my message across even more. But I always thought, like I said, I always said to myself, I always been a champion. The belt now just proves that it just tells the world that I am a champion. But I always felt that I've always been a champion and a good role model to many out there. But like I said, now that I am a world champion, I do feel like I have a lot more responsibility, of course, because more public eyes on me. But it doesn't stress me or overwhelm me. Like you see now, I stop for anybody who wants to talk. I don't give people a rude attitude. Because like I said, I appreciate guys like you who take time out of your schedule, or even just acknowledge people like me that want to sit down and talk. So that means a lot to me right there.
Thank you for that, Jamel. Just to talk about a couple of things, super featherweight. I was in Miami recently, saw Jojo Diaz rip the belt from Tevin Farmer out there. Did you catch a fight? Were you surprised by the result at all? There was a lot of people sort of picking Jojo as we got closer to that fight.
Oh yeah, shout out to Jojo Diaz. If black people if they don't know, Jojo was one of my teammates at the Olympics in 2012. I'm also good friends with Tevin Farmer, but I think I was more shocked on the performances, if I may say. Like to me, Tevin didn't seem like Tevin at times in there. Jojo really did well, even with that cut. You gotta give him credit. He was determined to get that belt, and he did what he just, he did what he set out to do. But I know there's a rematch in place, so I would love to see that. Hopefully, Tevin comes back with a different mindset and better than before. But I know as a world champion, because I'm one now, I know like JoJo's on a different mindset as well. So of course, going into the rematch, he's going to go with a whole totally different, different type of character. Now, it can either make you better, or you can have fighters that when they get a title, they start to like slack and they forget how they got there. But we'll have to wait and see.
Now, with what we've seen here with Wilder Fury, which we'll come on to, which is two promoters, two networks coming together for the sake of making a fight, regardless of who wins out of JoJo and Tevin, particularly Tevin, though, given he's with DAZN, does it give you confidence that down the line, all being well with yourself, you can get sort of cross-platform unifications potentially?
Oh yeah. I mean, like I said, this right here is basically a new era of gelling those networks and the people together. Like I personally reached out to Eddie Hearn a week ago, not about just to speak on business, because I'm in a position where I'm managing fighters, and I want to of course I gotta weigh out my options and give everyone their proper respect and just see what's out there. So I reached out to Eddie Hearn, and Hearn he reached back out to me. So we're supposed to have a sit down and conversation about fighters to work with in the futures. But it's good to have it's good just to be in an era where we just want to see fighters from no matter who you're signed with, just working together and making the great fights that the fans want to see.
Now, Jamel, as you said at the beginning of the interview, you said it's nice to be here, just absorbing it all as a fan. Wilder Fury 2. Try and sum up the significance of this fight if you can, but it's heavyweight fever right now in Las Vegas.
Heavyweight fever has always been a dominance in the sport of boxing. That's just what it is. It doesn't matter. Even contenders get a lot of shine compared to maybe other world champions in other divisions, and that's just what the history of boxing and the heavyweights. But like I said, I'm just glad to be here and witnessing this one, in person. I didn't get to see the first one in person, but I definitely wasn't going to miss this one. And win, lose, or draw, I know it's going to be a great event.
The bookmakers can't split them, we can't split them, nobody seems to be able to definitively pick a winner. Jamel, is there anyone you're leaning towards for any particular reason?
I'm leaning towards Wilder because, of course, it's just the heavyweight division is known for knockouts, and he's probably one of the greatest knockout artists that we've seen, at least in a long time, heavyweight division. He has, Wilder doesn't knock you out with an accumulation of punches. He has the ability to knock you out with just one. But, on the flip side, Tyson Fury is, for a big man, he moves so well on his feet. And, he's a good boxer, but at the same time, it's like, you still have to go with the bigger punches, because especially the guy who could just put you out with just one right hand. Wilder, if you look at it, his technique, a lot of his punches, he doesn't even sit down on the right hand and he still puts guys out. Like, the one fight when the guy jumped into the right hand and it was over. So you got to just look at it, all the aspects of that. But I feel like if it goes to the decision, Fury may take it again, because I in my honest opinion, I thought he won the first fight, if I'm being honest, even with the knockdowns and everything. But I just think that Wilder is still a scary man, and that right hand just may end it early this time around.
Jamel, thank you so much for your time. Enjoy your day as a fan as well, and we'll catch you very soon.